I've learned absolutely nothing from that. Turns out my science is about as good as my redstone, and there's only one thing really that can help this situation. And, well, I think I need a bigger lab. Ah, good to see security is doing his job. Marvellous. Keep it up, Gareth. And then we have a shiny new lab, although I do still need to do some of the stuff around the bottom here, such as the terraforming, of course. I need to add the path, and I've got other little finer details to add to it as well. I haven't even done the air conditioning units, and I need to add more power supplies. So these uninterruptible power supplies, even, I can say English words. Yeah, I think we need a couple of those to power this. And look, dude, I'm not interested. Gareth, help! On the inside here, we have got a lot more space to work with than we had on the other lab, but that's because we need more space. What I established from my experiments at the start of the episode that you may have seen a short montage of, that was a whole many days of experimentation there, and we basically found out nothing. I think the reason we found out nothing is because we just didn't have big enough samples. So we need to sort out some things to get bigger samples, and that means, well, we need somewhere bigger to put them to begin with. So I think we're going to have to build a bigger laser and a bigger sampling type thing in here. It's the only way that we're going to be able to handle this. But not only that, we're also going to need a way to collect bigger samples, because at the moment all I've got is my two little hands here, and they're not big enough to get the big bits of stuff from out there that we need. So I think I might place an order and see if we can get ourselves a bit more heavy duty machinery in here as well. Yeah, that might be handy. First things first though, we've got another lab to sort out, so I'm going to crack on with this and I'll see you guys in just a moment. We are making some mighty good progress over here in the lab, and I'm pleased to announce we have our giant probing laser all set up and ready, as well as the side lasers, of course. And if I put the right combination of things in here and then flick this switch, it will of course turn on. Maybe if I there we go. So I'll put the power on 0 and then I can show you how this works. So that switch there basically turns on the thing and then does that with the little pokey out bits. It's highly technical, as you can see. And then by adjusting these and flicking these switches, I can turn up the power and do all the things and stuff, but we don't want to go causing any problems right now, so we won't do that just yet. And we've got plenty of space to put lots of stuff from out there, although we've still got absolutely no way of getting it onto the platform currently, because our new toys haven't arrived yet. Doesn't appear that we've had a delivery yet. Let's have a quick check. As I thought, nothing here. There's a few stragglers and a few guys out there, but they don't appear to be the delivery men. So until they turn up, I guess we're just going to carry on work in here. because we've got other things that we need to be making. We've got this machine here that's being installed, which is an experimental new technique that involves the use of slime. As you may be able to tell, the slime does appear to be the only thing that has a very slight effect on the Nether, but yeah, haven't quite figured out how to best use it yet. So we're starting to power things with it and see if we can, utilize some of the stuff and things in the slime. But yeah, I need a more definitive experiment. So that's what this machine over here is going to help us with, hopefully. So in theory, there's not too much more I need to do to get this one working. So if I put that there, and then I need to get the glass in position, and I also need to get the power units in. Let's get those all sorted. Beautiful. And let's get the rest of the glass in down the side here and around the back. That's the majority of the machine done. The last thing we need to do is to sort out the power supply, so let's quickly get that installed. There we have it, the machine is all set up, and this will allow us to test the effect that slime actually has on the nether materials. We can just place them here in this area, and as you can see, slime then gets spat at the thing, and well, we just want to see if we can maybe possibly use the slime to subdue the nether and try and stop it from spreading, but I don't know. Hopefully these machines will tell us a little something about it once we get to using them. Still no sign of the delivery yet, and once again, those are not the delivery guys, so I guess we're going to be waiting a little bit longer, but we've still got plenty to be doing. As I said, I think this machine is pretty much done now. Yes, I'm aware I'm using the wrong tool, sorry about that. So this one's done, we've got a loading mechanism up there as well. We do actually have a little bit of space left upstairs, so if we go up there, you can see here we've got plenty of room for expansion over on this side, should we need to do any more research, and that should save us having to build any more labs. And from up here you really get a sense of the scale of the laser and how much slime is actually being fed into the thing. And how that's getting converted into laser stuff, I don't know. I just build the machines, I follow the instructions. It's like IKEA, right? But with lasers and sciencey stuff. So while we wait for those deliveries to arrive, I think what we're going to do is work on the outside here, because we've had quite a few intruders, as you can see here by some of their remains, and I want to make sure that this place is, well, looking a bit nicer on the outside as well as on the inside. So I think it's time to do some terraforming out the front here. And, well, I mean, it'll be easier to keep an eye out for the delivery guys, I suppose. They should be able to get through there just fine. The other thing I still need to do is to get the other two uninterruptible power supplies in and hooked up to these pods as well, so we can make full use of them. And it looks like I haven't completely carpeted the top there, because I see a spider. So, got a few more things to do. I will see you back here very shortly. And by very shortly, I mean very longly. It's been a while, but we've added loads of stuff. So, as you can see behind me, I've got the power supply units in for the big sort of science lab type area and the laser and stuff that's going on over there. We've also got the slime dispenser and storage silo because, well, if we're going to be using slime to try and tackle this problem, I figured we should probably ship some in, and conveniently, I had a slime farm just around the corner, so yeah, that's fairly easy. But I wanted to store it over here, and well, I think that works just fine and dandy, but that's not all that has happened while we've been here, because while we've been here, we've also had our delivery! Look at that! So Beard's Corp has come through. Yes, I ordered them from myself and delivered them to myself. It's fine. And somehow, through the magic of Minecraft, they've managed to get these massive boxes in through that tiny 1x1 hole over the back there. So that's pretty cool. But most importantly, we now have some new toys. They didn't turn up quite how I expected though. I need to quickly check something. Beard Corp invoice, yeah, track dissecting laser, mega mechanized dissecting laser and grabber, yep, delivered to the cave. Please note, assembly required. Please see manual inside. Well, I was hoping they'd actually come pre-assembled, if I'm perfectly honest. How do you even get into these things? Well, I've just taken a quick run around and I can't see any way to actually get into the boxes, so that could be a bit of a problem, but, well, I suppose I might as well show you around the rest of this area while I'm here. and then we'll figure out how to get into those. Very weird. The other thing I've done around here is just try to make the area look a little bit more developed. You know, we don't want to be working in a swamp like we were before, so we've got a bit more of the old concrete down. We've made the path a bit more solid. However, the grass has got a little bit out of hand while we've been doing that, so we may have to get a gardener as well. But we've also managed to terraform under here, get all this settled into the landscape, and overall, I'm really pleased with how this whole area is coming together. I just need to figure out how to get into those. That's really going to bug me. Ah, Gareth, where are you? After some exhaustive research, I have, I think, figured out how I'm supposed to get into these boxes. That got a little bit close there, didn't it? Let's be honest. And, yeah, it turns out it's actually quite easy to get into these boxes. You've just got to smash your way in. Who'd have known? Right. Okay. Mega Mechanized LC Grabber. Manual. Build me. Oh, come on! Is that all you're telling me? Mega Mechanized LC Grabber, build me? Right. Well, I don't think I want to start with the big one if that's going to be the case. Maybe I should start with something a little bit smaller and make sure that we know what we're doing first. Well, I have to say that first machine was nice and easy to do. This is the Tracked remote control Prodder. So, I mean, I think we can sort of send this in, remote control, and just get in there and just prod the stuff, really. And I'm assuming that's going to tell us some sciencey things. Interesting. I mean, it's not quite what I expected, let's be honest. Hopefully some of the bigger ones might be a little bit more interesting. So let's get started on those. We've got a couple of mechs to build and a tracked laser type thing, which I must say the tracked laser one did actually look really cool. So let's see how these go, shall we? Oh, yes, look at that. That is looking absolutely beautiful. We've got a few bits of machinery now that should help us with our task. and most of them have got big laser things on them, so that can only be a good thing, right? I mean, we're fine with lasers. Nothing ever goes wrong with lasers. So yeah, very excited to get to use these things and try and dissect some of this stuff that's building up over here. Although I have noticed while I've been in close proximity to it, it doesn't appear to have grown any more. Hey buddy, it's nice to see my barrier is working well though. So just to give you a little tour of our new bits of machinery, our new bits of kit that we've got here. So we have this tracked monstrosity, which is clearly for cutting up big chunks of the nether corruption over there. And then behind that we've got a small mech which we can get inside. We can actually get inside both these mechs. And this one has a small probing laser and a big grabber claw for grabbing vast quantities of the netherrack and nether related goodies over there. And then lastly, we have this thing, the Goliath. I mean, it doesn't have a proper name, let's be honest, but look at the size of that. And that has a huge laser, which is very similar to the one we've got in there, so we can actually do on-site probing and testing. And this one has an even bigger claw for grabbing even more of this stuff. So we're going to have some fun with these, but let's quickly jump up and have a look inside them as well. So with the small mech, we've just got a little hatch at the top here. We can drop right in, and then we've just got a couple of levers for controlling the arms. We can see exactly where we're going, and that is looking marvellous. And I'll tell you what, we haven't plugged that in yet. There we go, now that's plugged in, that should be a lot more useful. Yeah, certainly wouldn't have been able to fire without power. Shocking behaviour. So the other thing I wanted to do was have a look up inside here, wasn't it? So we'll go show you inside that one as well. I'm being shot by the mobs behind the barrier. Shocking behaviour. So I've still got a couple of little bits I need to put on here. I need to swap this out for an iron trapdoor. I need to get a button in. I need to sort out the air vents as well. So I've got a couple of finer details to still put up here. But inside, we are also very nearly done. So let me do that. I need to grab a few more gadgets and gizmos for things to put in here. In fact, do I have them on me now? I do. There we go, because I did actually run out of these. So I've got a couple of other bits, as I say, I want to put in here for the finer details, just to really pull this together as like a control room for the big pokey proddy thing. And I absolutely love these things. It's just a shame that they don't actually move, really. Yeah. Before I start playing with the toys properly though, I do need to make sure that I clear up the mess, which means I'm going to need to get rid of these empty boxes now that we've got everything taken out. Although, there was a slight concern in that I had a few bits left over. I mean, they don't look like important bits, so I'm sure it's absolutely fine. But most of these were actually left over from this kit here, and... Right, time for me to collapse down these boxes, I guess. That's looking much better without those boxes there. Marvellous. So, I guess the next thing we want to do is probably just to make this area look a little bit nicer. It's not looking quite right just yet. It's a bit janky in places, and I still need to sort out some lighting and things like that. But I think it's quite likely that that's something that we're probably going to do between episodes. And then, I guess, the next thing we can do is maybe we should actually try and grab a chunk of this, move it indoors and test our machines, maybe even test our new theories with the slime. These are all things that need to be done. But sadly, we're going to have to save that for next episode, or a future episode at least, because for now, I'm going to have to call it a day on the episode, I'm afraid. It's taken quite a while to put this together, as I'm sure you can imagine. We've done lots of building, we had lots of fun with the intro at the start there as well, and now I really must get this episode out to you guys. If you're watching this episode on the day it is released, or even the weekend it is released, please be aware it is a truly Bedrock stream weekend, which means there's lots of people streaming all across the day, today and tomorrow. In fact, I myself will be streaming in about 6 hours from when this video goes live. So do stop by, say hello. We're going to be doing many things over in the shopping district, and it's going to be a great weekend all round, so do go check that out. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please do drop a like, and if you're new here, please do consider subscribing as well. And also just let me know what else you want to see me put in this area, because I've been having quite a bit of fun just messing around over here building these contraptions. It's very different from what I usually build, but it's been really good fun. So if there's something else you want to see me try and attempt over here, if you have any other ideas of what we can use to possibly experiment on this stuff and try and find out some more information before the meeting, do let me know as well, because Well, all of my experiments have been failures so far, but then we haven't tried the new stuff yet. But that's all from me for now, and I'll see you on the next episode of Truly Bedrock. Bye-bye now. Gareth! Where are you?